Hi everyone, I'm Carla of Fashion Maven Mommy, and I am here with my week 24 and week 25 update. As you know, if you've been keeping up with my videos, I spent 12 days in Cabo and they were amazing. I had a great time with my family. Hopefully you followed along on social media and Snapchat and you got to take a peek at my weeks, my 12 days away. It was really blissful and just wonderful. But I did want to update you a little bit on, I had so many questions from you guys asking me how I was doing food-wise on the trip. So I'm going to cover everything with you today, but we're going to start with stats. So my highest weight reported was 239, which was the week prior to surgery. My surgery day weight was 230 pounds. This was on January 20th of this year, 2016. So 230 pounds was my surgery day weight, and my current weight is 175. So that means that in the past 2 weeks, I lost 3 pounds. I was not expecting that considering I was away on vacation, but we'll dip into that in a little bit. But so I have a total loss of 63 pounds from my highest weight and 55 from surgery weight. So those are my stats. So now we're gonna get into the trip. So we went to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. The first 3 days, so basically just to give you a little heads up, we were at this beautiful resort. Our room actually had a little kitchen and a balcony overlooking the ocean. It was really nice. So we stocked up on some groceries because even though we did plan on going out to dinner and doing the nice dinners or lunches or whatever, I definitely wanted to have breakfast in the room every day. I didn't want to schlep the girls out to breakfast every morning. We did one breakfast out, but in general, we made coffee and eggs and whatever. We sat out on the balcony and had breakfast. So breakfast was easy and it was just nice to have the convenience of having a little kitchen in our room to be able to do that. And then we also had some groceries to be able to, if we wanted to have dinner in the room or fix a lunch or a snack or whatever. So we did have that, which was really, really nice, especially considering I can't really eat 3 big heavy meals at restaurants every day because that's crazy. I would be bringing back with me a whole ton of food, which did happen also. And again, the convenience of having a kitchen, being able to say we went to lunch at the resort somewhere, in our bathing suits, I could bring food back to the room and have it for dinner. So that was kind of nice. I could reheat it, whatever. So that was cool. But let's talk about what I ate. So actually let's start with what I drank. I'm not typically like a huge drinker. I do like a cocktail here and there. I do enjoy a glass of wine here and there. Like, don't get me wrong, I am a social drinker, but I don't drink on a regular basis. So just putting that out there. However, I've been really loving Malibu, especially because it's so nice out and it's just nice to sit out by the pool and have Malibu on the rocks with a little splash of like pineapple juice or mango juice. That's been kind of nice because it's very tropical and just great for the summer. So we bought a bottle of Malibu, we bought some juice, and so I was making some cocktails, and I was averaging, I would say, about 2 a day, more or less, give or take. And I noticed that my stomach was kind of iffy at night, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have had that last cocktail, but whatever, just enjoying myself. As far as food is concerned, we had an Italian restaurant overlooking the ocean, really pretty. They had brick oven pizza and then they had like gourmet Italian food, and also like panini sandwiches and things of that nature. There was also a taco bar. Their tacos were delicious. They were not on hard shells, they were on soft tortillas, and they sort of like, threw them over the flame, so they were a little slightly toasted, but not really. And I gravitated towards the steak taco. The steak was cut up really, really finely chopped, like really tiny pieces, which was, much easier to digest and eat. It would come with 3 tacos. I could eat 1 and that was it. And I would take the rest to go. Sometimes we'd order some munchies by the pool. I love their nachos. The nachos were great. And while I wasn't having huge portions, I was definitely eating things I don't typically eat at home. And I think just the fried foods or whatever it was eventually caught up with me. Either that or I caught some sort of bug, because 3 days in, I really couldn't keep much food down. I was like running to the bathroom every time I ate. I'm sorry for the TMI, but I have to be honest with you guys, that's how it went down. Now, I don't know if I sort of did it to myself, because this is not how I eat at home by any means. I mean, if I eat something bad here, which I do, I'm human and I eat things and I pick on things and nibble, but I don't make that like my entire day, you know? But I felt like I wasn't eating overly healthy. Even though I wasn't overeating, I just wasn't eating overly healthy. And eventually it just like really hurt my stomach. So for a few days, I was living on very little because I didn't know what else to eat. I was limited in my choices. Even though we have really nice restaurants, I felt like a lot of the menu items were things that were like either overly greasy or heavy. We did eat at the marina, downtown Cabo San Lucas, and I was able to find a place with grilled fish. So I had that, and that actually sat really well. I had a little bit, and then I took the rest back to the room. So being in Mexico, for whatever reason, did not agree with my stomach. And it wasn't just me, my husband's tummy wasn't great. And I have to just say that we were very careful with the water. We bought cases of water. We brushed our teeth with bottled water. Like, we did everything you're supposed to do, you know, in terms of water usage. So I don't think it was from that, but who knows? Maybe something I ate wasn't good. Maybe that in combination with, you know, just the greasy foods and, you know, the alcohol. I don't know, but my stomach was not okay. But it's funny because as soon as I got back to the States and got into my routine again, everything's fine. So it was like kind of weird. I don't know. But yeah, not good. But I still managed to have a great time on vacation. I still had a wonderful time. It was beautiful. I stayed hydrated. That was very important. Drank a lot of water. And, you know, and I kept it bland as much as I could. And I had nibbles of things here and there and whatever. You just kind of deal with it. What are you going to do? But, so yeah, so as far as food was concerned, that's how it went. But I mean, I've gone to places and been fine, but I don't know, for some reason, Mexico didn't agree with me this time around. But I have high hopes for the next time. And maybe I'll be a little smarter about everything too, and not just sort of like dive into it all and then like expect my stomach to be okay. So, if you follow me on social media, you might have noticed, especially on Instagram, you might have noticed that I'm doing a few more outfit posts here and there. Nothing major yet, but Nordstrom's is having their anniversary sale, and I've been kind of taking advantage and starting to think about my fall wardrobe. I literally don't fit into anything from last year. Like, there's no way I could put on a pair of pants from winter and expect them to fit. It's just not going to happen. So just like I built my summer wardrobe, I'm going to have to think about fall. So I've been having so much fun with that. And one of the things that I'm like totally excited about is, I don't know if you follow my blog, I have a beauty blog called Fashion Maven Mommy, and I'll give you just a slight background on that. When I set out to do the blog, it was supposed to be a fashion blog. My love of beauty sort of caught on. I just started doing all these beauty posts because I do love beauty products. Like, I'm a beauty junkie. But the truth of the matter is I didn't feel confident enough in myself with my weight to do fashion posts. And so I always felt kind of stupid in a way, having a blog called Fashion Maven Mommy and then writing about beauty. Like, it was always a little contradicting. And I'm gonna have a whole redirection on the blog. I am potentially working with a photographer to reshoot my header and kind of like have a different, and finally incorporate fashion into the blog. And that is so exciting to me because I love fashion and I love clothes. And for a long time, I spent years hiding myself. Like, what's the biggest top that I can find? The biggest poncho looking thing that can cover like everything. And it was kind of sad because I longed for being able to do all those things that I wanted to do with fashion. And now it's just so rewarding to go into a store and fit into clothes. Like I actually last Saturday went to Nordstrom. I bought some things, and one of the things I bought was a pair of jeans. I posted them on Instagram, the ripped jeans with the or the leather jacket, motorcycle jacket. And the jeans fit really nice, but I wore them for a day and they're like, I can take them off without unbuckling. And that's the thing, like, I'm not really sure what my size is, so I kind of go with what I think will fit, and then it fits. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But then it's massive. So I'm gonna actually try and see if I can exchange it. I don't know if they'll exchange it for me or not, but if not, I might have to size down, which is a good thing, but it's just like weird because I don't know even like what sizes to look for. And it was really weird fitting into a lot of small tops. The sweater the olive sweater that's pictured in that Instagram picture is a size small. And I was like looking at it, I'm like, that's crazy, that size small. Wonderful. Like, it's amazing. So, you know, I also want to reach out to all of you that have taken the time to comment. I've received so many messages while I was away from so many of you. And I think the consensus in all of the messages was sort of thanking me for keeping my journey positive and for, you know, because that's a real motivator to you. And I'm so appreciative of that because this has been such a positive journey for me. If I knew what I know now years ago, I would have done this a long time ago. It would have, it's life-changing. It's amazing. I feel good. I feel, my God, it's easy. It's easy for me. It's easy. And I feel like I'm going to get like heat for this because I keep reading forums and things and it's so hard and it's so hard. It's not hard. And I've said this before, hard is struggling to lose weight and not being able to. This was my entire life. I've been on every diet you can think of. I've been at the gym 7 days a week. I have been on my liquid diets, proteins only, you name it, and I couldn't lose weight. And I was gaining weight in some of those instances, and that was depressing. That was hard for me. This is cake, okay? This is cake. It's so easy for me. Again, this is my journey. I don't know about anybody else, and everybody that is sitting here watching this video and contemplating, please do your research. Please consult with a doctor and ask around. Find friends that have done this. This is my journey. Everyone has their own, but I'm just sharing my experience, and I'm like, just so happy that I did this. In fact, I'm thinking I don't share too much of my weight loss journey on my personal Facebook page. I don't share too much of it on my blog even because I kind of feel like readers go on it to read about, you know, style or beauty, but I think I might have like a section on my blog and sort of document my weight loss journey there from the perspective of, you know, sort of feeling free and feeling able to get back to my fashion roots. And this is so meaningful and so important to me to be able to do that and to share that. So it's like exciting. The only thing for me that's hard is time. It's really hard to budget time for everything. Even these videos, they're easy to make, sure, but just budgeting time with my girls and all of that, I don't know, I just have a hard time with it. But I'm gonna do it because this is a passion, this is my dream. And also these YouTube videos I know have helped a lot of people, and that is my ultimate reason for sharing this journey, because believe me, I don't want to sit here and be like, when I was 238 pounds, no, I don't want to do that. But at the same time, I feel like I owe it to others, because when I was searching YouTube for somebody to gain inspiration from, there weren't a whole lot of videos that did that. There was a couple of sleevers that were inspiring and still are, and I do follow them, and I do like to look on their YouTube pages. But in general, there wasn't really, you know, a whole lot. So I hope to be able to do that for you guys. I hope that I can be your voice in saying that it's gonna be okay. You can do this. You can all do this. wonderful, and it's life-changing and liberating and amazing, and I feel so good, and I just can't wait to share everything else with you guys. Like I promised you, now that I'm back, I will be working on before and after pictures. I hate to do the whole before and after thing because I don't feel like I'm at my after yet. I mean, 175 is pretty darn good. And like I said to you before, I don't know that I have a specific goal, like maybe another 10 pounds, maybe 50, I don't know. I'm kind of just letting my body do its thing. I'm not really even exercising right now, which I know is horrible, and I really need to tone because I'm flabby. But I just need the motivation. Somebody motivate me. I need to get back. I need to get back to the gym. I need to exercise. But in the meantime, you know, I'm just kind of going with the flow. Anyway, I'm not sure if I'm missing anything out of the questions that I was asked. I know most of you asked me about food, and a lot of you asked, a lot of comments were just really sweet comments letting me know about your journey and also telling me about the positivity thing, so I really appreciate it. You guys, I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers. I would love it if you would kind of share with your friends and let them know to subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me. I know my Facebook page is close to 1,000 likes as well, and that would be really cool to get your support in helping me reach that goal. Please excuse my little girl in the background. She's talking to daddy. Anyway, visit the blog, passionmavenmommy.com. If you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Lets me know that you are enjoying these videos and I will make more. I'm all over social media, you know, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, which is so fun because you can sort of get a glimpse into my everyday life. So yeah, come follow me, and most importantly, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I know today I rambled a little bit, so I'm sorry. I'll try to keep it short next time, but I'll be doing these every 2 weeks like I promised my last video or a couple videos ago. I think it's just easier. It's getting to the point where every week is just kind of silly because I don't always have something to say, unless I do. If I have something to say or if I have something to respond to a bunch of people that I feel would be better covered in a video, I will do that. But for now, we're going to do it every 2 weeks. I think it's just better. But anyway, thank you all so much for your support, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.